What's up, y'all? It's Price Boy Charlie, and I want to go over a trade I took. I want to go over a trade I took on Friday 4/19. Strictly using order flow tools and like demand zones, and just kind of going over those things that I did. I want to go over the things I did right or the things I did wrong. Pretty simple explanation. I also want to explain Bookmap a little more and like explain how I've been taking trades lately, um, just based on order flow and like the way the market has been moving lately. So I'm gonna get into it, and here we go. Okay, so on Friday we had a little bit of a sell off, um, where you could have made some money if you got short in the right area. Uh, just looking at this, I do like the way levels formulate around the order flow tools, and I'm going to get into that right now. But before anything, I want to talk about how precise the levels are sometimes, because certain setups will show up below the levels, and you can just tr- trade the levels. That's pretty much all it is. Always just trade your levels. And anyways, so we started the morning with a sell off here. This is kind of how the market started. I didn't really see anything keen to take a short down here. Um, we actually, I spotted this, and I'm gonna show you how I saw it. Um, so the market was up here, right? Um, and I know it looks like a bunch of bubbles and it's a little confusing, and but we'll get there. So this is a seller, this is a buyer, right? Someone's looking to buy 23 lots at 470. Someone's looking to sell 21 lots at 495. Now these are just buyers and sellers that are like kind of on the bid and the ask. There's always going to be someone on the bid. There's always going to be someone on the ask, right? Um, Besides that, though, as the market was starting to open, it started like a slight downtrend on the day. How I talked about, we're at 482. This is where the market was at that point. 482, consolidating in between these levels. And yeah, it was just, there's no reason to kind of place trades in this area. There's, you want to cool off, you want to wait for a level to trade. Um, Based on order flow, I like to trade my levels before the market gets to there. Like I like my order flow to be like intact before it gets there. So for me, I saw, and we can label this, I saw passive buyers on the bid here at 330 all the way to 350. Actually, I don't really like that 370 level. I like that 350 level. 350 all the way to 300, right? So to me, this constitutes its way as like kind of a demand zone, and there's no more simple way to explain it than like there's people looking to buy here. That's really the only explanation. That there's no reason to complicate it. Like here, it's just people are looking to buy, right? And when people are looking to buy, they're looking to buy with size. So that's something to keep in mind. And let's just I'm gonna replay it so the market can get there first. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So let's go ahead and play it. And you know, the market is always just auctioning, and people are selling, people are buying. There's no reason to not trade an area only because people are selling and buying. You want to make sure you're trading levels in places where you think the market can either reverse, or places where you think the market can kind of trade. And just to go over something else, as I saw order flow here, I went ahead and because at first I didn't have a zone here. I didn't have a level. I'm serious. Like I didn't have shit. And then based on that order flow, I drew kind of like a little zone, a little demand zone. And this doesn't have a time frame on it. This is just like a 1 minute. Like, I'm pretty sure if you try to put a time frame on it, it's like, I don't know what it is actually. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Maybe a 10 minute, maybe a 10 minute demand zone. No, even that. It's hard to tell. And when you're trading order flow and you have like kind of like a pattern recognition to kind of like sense things for demand zone, supply zone, stuff like that. It's easier to tell what you're doing, what you're not doing. Anyways, order flow's there. I'm using context. I'm making sure everything is in line. You know, the market eventually gets there, sells off in the morning. Takes a while to get there. You know, you gotta be patient. You gotta let it play out. Gotta let things either pull back, miss a trade. You know, gotta be patient. You know, sometimes things don't even trade. Sometimes you're not even placing a trade that day. All right. All right. So here we go. This was the first area where we kind of got to dive in. Okay, here we go. All right, let's dive in. So let's kind of explain what's going on here. This is the auction. The market is coming into 350. There's a bid at 350, right? There's a bid at 350. You can see the hot line. The bid is now filled, and the market is trying to bounce. So it doesn't bounce. It comes into 345, fills that bid. There's a bid here at 330. So these bids are getting filled so far, and the market isn't bouncing. Now it is. So what happened there was, and it's a really simple explanation, 350 got filled, 340 got filled, but 330 never got filled, right? So I think this is where I took a long position, just based on the flow that I saw there. Was it? Yeah. So 341 was where I got long. I put my stop at the end of the zone here. I put my stop here because I wanted to see if we could target like this area, maybe reverse. Anyways, you know, when bids don't get filled like this and the auction, like, it shows aggression. Look at all that aggression there. So in the short term, could see a reversal. How many lots got sold there? 30, 51 compared to usually how many lots get sold. And on top of that, the bid didn't get filled. It got wicked though. I would say this is like a wicking. It's like a wicking on Bookmap, and that's usually what you want to see when you want to catch a reversal. Anyways, the market, I'm pretty sure it jumps here. Yeah, it jumps here. It's trying to make a move. Comes into that 400 level. I trailed my stop at 375. I get stopped out. This market is now weak to me. I am not looking to buy it anymore because it is not, the momentum is not going. There's no bids. There's nothing I liked. My analysis is still intact though because 330 did not get filled. The market could still bounce and it could still rally and reverse. But hence the momentum. I do not like the odds. I don't like how it's slowing down, and I don't like all the aggression on the sell side. So 350 comes into bid again. If the market fills this bid, in my opinion, that's weak. You don't want to see it fill the bids. You want to see it like stay above the bid. You want to see it not have to fill the bid because when a bid gets filled, that implies that the market is not definitely like weak. Like look at that. It's not supposed to get filled. And I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but it's supposed to act like as a wall. Notice how this 330 is acting as a wall. It just shows that the buyer is defending his position. I'm pretty sure that he's not really buying here. He's buying up here. Someone is buying up here while he's holding the line down here. You get what I'm saying? So this is the way I like to trade. This is like order flow. It's probably like the best in the game. Anyways, we go up again. The market rallies again. You know, 330 still not filled, right? Just something to keep in mind here. Oh shit. All right. Anyways, we'll mark this real quick. 330 still not filled, and you can see that bid just hanging out there. You can see that bid just hanging out there, and hold on, What's going on here? All right. Hold on 1 second. Pause the video real quick. All right, let's keep going. Anyways, this is the same area. 330 not filled. 17,300, a very important bid to me. If 17,300 fails, you can see it. You can see this thing sell off lower, right? So, anyways, let's keep going. Let's keep replaying the tape. We're watching that 330 level that's not getting filled. To me, that's a sign of strength. But I still don't like this trade at this point. I don't like the reversal. Something about me just doesn't like how this 400's not breaking, how this 387's not breaking. You can see these sellers coming in, and this is all just based on market context. Notice how we break a high and then we sell off even lower. Definitely don't want to be trading those levels. Now there's a 360 bid here. 360 gets filled. Now watch that 360. See, this is sign of weakness. See how these bids are getting filled and the market is not reversing. See how this 330 buyer is acting as a wall, but now he has at this point probably pulled his bid. Yeah, so 330 just pulled his bid, and as the bid gets pulled, look what happens. Yep, look at that. Some people are trying to enter the market here. Look at that. Boom, fills that bid. He tries to re-enter the market here, desperately trying to make effort. Nothing. Look at that. You see that? Look, he tried to make effort here. Look what happened. He got filled. There's no bounce. Nothing's going on. So at this point, I'm ready to take some shorts here. So I take some shorts, put my stop, I think, at 350 where the seller is. I completely reversed my position throughout the intraday. And just look what happened. This 345 area is now resistance where we saw a bid earlier in the video. There's now a seller. I see this as weakness. I don't want this bid to get filled, though it does. Look what happens when it gets filled. The market sells off, right? Look at that. A nice little sell-off. So, using this context, I got short and I put my stop above, I think, 365. And look at all those buyers that came into that bid. I mean, I would say offer, that offer. Offer, bid. They're coming in. Everything is just boom, 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 boom. 330 comes in. I mean, 300 comes in and it still doesn't get filled. But in my opinion, the probabilities are in your favor that this will get filled. And I still hold my trade short. I don't get stopped out. Eventually, 300 does break. At what point does it break? Yeah, so see that level 350 now acting as a wall. You can see that. A little bit of resistance. 300 gets filled. So we've seen bids all day so far fail. We saw that 330 fail. We saw that 350 fail. We saw a lot of the actions that our people are bidding fail. And now we're seeing 18,300 fail. Right? What is that telling you? There's no right or wrong way to read tape. No right or wrong way to read tape. You have to kind of make it make sense in order for it to facilitate trades. This is what that looks like on a chart. But based off tape, you see bids coming in, you see sellers coming in, buyers coming in. What happens when these orders get filled? I was kind of expecting a reversal at this area, but the tape told me something different. And the way it did tell me, I saw the 330, 337 bid get filled, and the market didn't bounce. I saw bids earlier get filled, didn't bounce. It did a little, did a little bit of this, but it didn't bounce. This is just like a little pullback. Pullbacks happen. Buyers are trying to make effort. Effort is failing. Look at the effort, right? All right. Anyways, so I'm still short in this area. I like the downtrend. The market's kind of bearish. 18,300 here is trying to make a run for it. Got filled. Nothing's working. The next bid that I saw that really stood out to me was the 17,200 bid, right? 17,200 all the way to 220. So I did have a zone down here, and I'm going to go over this one real quick because I'm running out of time. I had a demand zone here based on pattern recognition, and I also had order flow. So watch what happens when the market comes into 17,200, and this is what I keep talking about that a lot of people don't understand yet. A lot of people don't really know what I mean when orders don't get filled. Anyways, we come into 18,200. I add to my short position mistakenly right here, I think, like around here, because I saw these bids fail. I mean, I personally thought 17,200 is gonna fail and drop shit. 17,250 failed, 17,240. Look at all these bids just failing. Market's not bouncing. But the 200 level doesn't get filled. So that's kind of what's important. The key level that I was watching does not get filled. Look at that. Right there. And look at all that aggression. 116 lots. They're coming in. They're coming in with size too. What you can do is put a long and put your stop below the level, below the fill. And this is when the best reversals happen, especially when liquidity appears below it and it acts as a wall. Just look at it. I think it did it right here. Yeah, look at that. Kind of acts like as a wall. Whole market reversed on me at this point. I was still short, but the whole market was just fucking me. And mind you, I added at this level. Anyways, we come into the 300 level again, where the market was interested in selling off. We're still not above my stop. My stop is up here near where I entered. I wasn't scared that I added down here. I knew that the probabilities were in my favor, 17,200 cracking. I just rode this thing and waited, and eventually the market does do another little push up, and then it starts selling off. So once we crack that 17,200 level, that's where I add to my position. I'm gonna wait a little bit. All right, it's just bouncing. Another high day break. Mind you, this is where, just to keep in mind, 350, 330, all these levels we were at earlier, and the market still didn't facilitate trade above these levels. So these areas right here, people are probably still looking to sell this area. Now that these buyers are under, people are probably looking to sell it, and you can see they eventually did sell it. So, anyways, we come into this area. At this point, I'm waiting for this bid to get filled. It gets filled eventually. There you go. It got filled. 17,200 got filled, and look what happened when that happened. Another bid came in, another offer came in right below it and acted as a wall. These didn't get filled, right? And the market sold off. Just how things work around here. Sold off. I got like slightly into my target here, and I sold off. I mean, I closed my position. But yeah, that was a little bit of an explanation of like how bids in a downtrending market work. Obviously, I'll try to explain a little better next time, but it's Saturday and it's 8 a.m. So it's a 20-minute video trying to explain how I see the market and how the market works for me. If it works for you differently, that's fine. But this is how I view the market. See, 17,200 bid, bounce, didn't even touch the level. You know, boom, cracked the level, sold off, closed position. But that's it. I'm out of here. Hope you guys kind of explained. Hope you guys kind of understood it. Any questions? I have a Discord. The Discord link is going to be in my YouTube once I publish this video, and it's a free Discord. Come by. We trade every day. You're interested in learning? Come by. Have a good one, y'all, and stay safe.
and manage your risk.